Good evening, ladies and gents. This is your boy Adventure Al, and welcome to another episode of Today's Technology. This evening, we'll be discussing smartphones. How smart is your phone? Is it smarter than you? I grew up in the era where we had um, phone booths, we had the first type of cell phones, which we called the fridge back in the day, and then we had the Motorola peanut phone. Then I can remember the Nokia 3310. Those we called the indestructible phones. I remember I had a friend once, and she took the phone, threw it probably about 10, 15 feet in the air, fell on the pavement. The battery fell out. She took it up and just put it back together, turned the phone on, and everything worked. Now we're at the age where your phone can do video calls. For me, I have my Bible on my phone. I do um, GPS tracking on my phone. I use Google Maps. Um, you name it, whatever your mind can conceive in terms of what a phone can do. Um, it's out there. They have it in apps. They're still in development stage in most cases. But where do you draw the line really? Is it a tool, or is it something where it's becoming a part of your life? You're becoming so attached to the phone. Like I'm guilty of this. Like there are mornings I'll get up. The first thing that I'm doing is checking my phone. Okay, did somebody send me a text message? Um, did I get a notification for something, for either I guess work or for um the department, or stuff like that? Like, do you become so entrapped in what your phone is and what it represents to you, or is it a tool? So now you have to decide what is it for you. I also remember growing up watching a famous cartoon, The Jetsons, where you see they had robots, they had flying cars, and they also had um, uh, I guess a video phone. And then I thought into myself, like, how is this even possible? Okay, I can watch um, the television, I can see what's going on the television, but how will you be able to talk to somebody face to face, having a full on conversation with this person, and it's not recorded or anything like that? So I'm like, okay, the day I see all of this, then I know, yes, we've gone a far way. But as I said, is it too far now? Is it that we have become so dependent on our phones? Um, we have to strike a balance in terms of what we're doing. I have a video that I'd like to share. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more information out there on today's technology. And with this, I bring you the video that I.
Of the 7 billion people on Earth, roughly 6 billion own a cell phone, which is pretty shocking given that only 4.5 billion have access to a working toilet. So, how are these popular gadgets changing your body and brain? If you're looking down at your phone right now, your spine angle is equivalent to that of an 8-year-old child sitting on your neck, which is fairly significant considering people spend an average of 4.7 hours a day looking at their phone. This, combined with the length of time spent in front of computers, has led to an increase in the prevalence of myopia or nearsightedness in North America. In the 1970s, about 1/4 of the population had myopia, where today nearly half do, and in some parts of Asia, 80 to 90% of the population is now nearsighted. And it can be hard to put your phone down. Take for example the game Candy Crush. As you play the game, you achieve small goals, causing your brain to be rewarded with little bursts of dopamine. And eventually you're rewarded in the game time with new content. This novelty also gives little bursts of dopamine and together create what is known as a compulsion loop, which just happens to be the same loop responsible for the behaviors associated with nicotine or cocaine. Our brains are hardwired to make us novelty seeking, and this is why apps on our phones are designed to constantly provide us with new content, making them hard to put down. As a result, 93% of young people aged 18 to 29 report using their smartphone as a tool to avoid boredom, as opposed to other activities like reading a book or engaging with people around them. This has created a new term, nomophobia, the fear or anxiety of being without your phone. We also see a change in brain patterns. Alpha rhythms are commonly associated with wakeful relaxation, like when your mind wanders off, whereas gamma waves are associated with conscious attentiveness. And experiments have shown that when a cell phone is transmitting, say during a phone call, the power of these alpha waves is significantly boosted, meaning phone transmissions can literally change the way your brain functions. Your smartphone can also disrupt your sleep. The screen emits a blue light which has been shown to alter our circadian rhythms, diminishing the time spent in deep sleep, which is linked to the development of diabetes, cancer, and obesity. Studies have shown that people who read on their smartphone at night have a harder time falling asleep and produce less melatonin, a hormone responsible for the regulation of sleep-wake cycles. Harvard Medical School advises the last 2 to 3 hours before bed be technology-free, so pick up a book before bed instead. Of course, smartphones also completely change our ability to access information, most notably in poor and minority populations. 7% of Americans are entirely dependent on smartphones for their access to the internet. A 2014 study found that the majority of smartphone owners use their phone for online banking, to look up medical information, and searching for jobs. So while phones are in no way exclusively bad and have been part of a positive change in the world, there's no denying that they are changing us. But many successful people have now decided to take smartphone vacations in order to increase productivity. In our new ASAP Thought video, we break down the top 6 reasons you should take a smartphone vacation and how it could benefit your life right now. And subscribe for more weekly science videos.